Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday, January 3rd. I forgot to record, but I had my smoothie this morning, 5 points. 2% milk is the 5 points. Banana, frozen fruit, and non-fat Greek yogurt, all for 0. I do not count my blended fruit. I have had 2 cups of coffee in my snowman mug right here. Such a cute little mug. I've been working on my second sock. I got the gusset stitches all decreased, and now I'm working on the foot. So I probably got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches to go before I get to the toe. And then I was getting bored on that last night, so I did pull out my January cast on, which is Rocks and Strings Night Owl colorway. It is an older one. I've had this for several years. I got the cuff done last night, and I think I got like 6 rows done. But look at the pretty colors in that. So I use Magic Loop and US 1s or 2.25s, and this is in the it's either Likey or Nitpick. Not Nitpick, I can't think right now what that's in. And this is my Chai Goose. So I'm gonna check in with y'all later. I'm gonna let you go, but I just wanted to show you my breakfast and my coffee, so I will chit chat with you later. Thanks, friends. Hey friends, lunch today is a 10-point salad. In my salad I have salad greens. I grated up 2 carrots to add to it, and then I have an apple, I have raisins, I have shredded cheese in it, Bolthouse Ranch dressing, turkey, and I think that's it, because I'm out of bacon bits and croutons. So a lunch today is 10 points, and I am on my second 3, right there is 3 cups right there. This is my second one of this today also. So 10 points. Hey friends, good afternoon. How are you this, what day is it? This Wednesday of the new year. Oh, it's been a rainy, gloomy day, on and off, snow. Nothing that sticks because it's still too warm. But I just wanted to hop on real quick and tell you something that I was proud of myself that I did. You know how everybody's making all these New Year's resolutions or saying I'm going to get back on track, I'm going to start exercising, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I've said this before, that I used to do that, and then within maybe the longest, a month, it just dies out. So I've learned not to do that, to set myself up as I would call for a failure. So this morning, well, back up a minute. You know, in the summer months I started walking again because it's hard for me to even get a mile in right now. It just bothers my feet, my ankle, you name it, it bothers me. So this summer I started doing that, and I have anxiety, and even though we're in a subdivision that hardly anybody's out and about, it was all I could do to walk by myself. So Mr. Jerry would walk with me, and we would do it in the mornings because before I ate breakfast, because if I didn't, and I knew that once I got my food in me and everything, there was excuse. So anyways, then it got cold. I don't like being out in the cold. I have access to walk, there's many ways. We have a treadmill, we have walking videos, you name it. But in my mind, I'm thinking that I just can't do it. I just feel like I can't do it. I know it's my mental stability on this, but I think I'm afraid of hurting myself. I've done a couple of exercises before, and my lower back, and I've aggravated my sciatica, so I'm a little skittish. Well, I know I gotta do something because, I might be active with my hands because of all my knitting and everything and sewing. And I am making sure that I am getting up out of my chair and walking and moving around and doing something, whether it's, household chores or whatever. So I'm trying to be more active that way. But now that the new year is here, I just feel this different sense of energy in me that I want to have that activity as part of my journey now. Because the older I'm getting, the less mobile I will get. And my mom is in her mid-80s, and she just can't do. And if they go to do something, she has a walker, and there's nothing wrong with a walker or a cane or anything like that. But it was all the years of her having the excess weight on her, and now she has bad knees, and now she's got bad feet, and she's got neuropathy, and a form of neuropathy, let's just say that. I can't tell you what it's called, but it's her feet and her from her kneecaps down are on fire. She says it's just like having hot pins in there all the time. She has to take medication for it, and it just hurts all the time, and I don't want to get that way. Granted, maybe I will, because my sister has the same thing, and she's a lot younger than me, but my sister is a diabetic, and she's on medicine and all that stuff, so all of that came with hers. But I say all this because that's a real part of it that it scares me, because any of us can become a diabetic, any of us can get high blood pressure, cholesterol, anything like that. There's no guarantee. Just because you see the fittest person doesn't mean that fittest person doesn't have their own issues. So this morning, Miss Cali woke us up early. We both went to bed at midnight last night. Mr. Jerry had a sinus headache, and I could start to feel the pressure. The weather's changing. I know that was a lot of it. He woke up, he said about 4:34, something like that, still had the headache, so he got up and took something. And Callie started her normal crying. That this time she was in the bathroom, just laying on the floor. And it's the low, like an alarm clock going off. So about, 10 after 7, I just got up. I figured he needed to sleep more than I did. So I got up and took my thyroid medicine, which means I can't eat for an hour. I can have black coffee, but I can't eat anything for an hour. Went out, fed the cat, and sat in the recliner, and started knitting on one of my socks. And like anybody, I then put it down, and I have this routine. I look at the weather. I post on Facebook, good morning, with a shot of my coffee cups, and then I check my emails. And in my emails, we get silver sneaker stuff, and I haven't received anything in a while, but it's the new year, so of course you're going to get a lot of stuff. And I had something there, and I usually just blow it off. And this time I clicked on it, and I started scrolling through all the classes, and then I heard Miss Sandy say from Life with Sandy about doing chair yoga, and I've heard a couple other people that have done chair yogas, chair dances. You know, you do what you can physically do. And so I'm scrolling that and I'm looking. Of course, I can't find a place that says search. So I'm just scrolling and scrolling on it. And I come across this one. Well, there's several that said chair yoga, but one was, you know, intermediate. One was, you know, just stuff that I thought, no, I don't want intermediate. And then there was one that just said chair yoga. I think it said, I can't remember what it said, but it was a gentleman. So I clicked on it, and it was a Zoom class that was recorded. And of course, he starts right in talking about his class and what the benefits of it and all this and that. It's probably a 5-minute introduction. And then he starts in and he puts on this beautiful music, you know, for this yoga. So it's more along the line, I would say, I think he called it kamchi, something like that. It wasn't Tai Chi. I thought it started with a K. Anyways, I started listening, and I'm knitting away at this point, and listening to what he's saying, and I'm in my recliner, and he goes in to start, and he starts with the deep breathing. So I put this is how good the man was in the music. I put my knitting down, and I started in with the deep breathing, you know, where you breathe in, and then you breathe out, and you breathe in, and you breathe out. And then he went into, it was all upper body. Then he went into the arms, and so I started doing that. And of course, Callie's looking at me like, what am I doing? And then I put the feet down on the recliner. And so I'm doing this with my arms, and the whole time he's telling you, as you do one way of the movement, you're breathing in, and when you do the other way of the movement, you're breathing out. And, you know, and he's just talking, and the music is just so relaxing. And before I know it, we have another chair, you know, that is a more rigid chair. I got up one over there, and I ended up, folks, doing that whole 20-minute yoga thing in the chair. And when it was done, I thought to myself, what just happened? What just happened? I didn't even only have one sip of my coffee, and I'm already just did a 20-minute yoga, upper body. I'm going to tell you, I was sweating under the girls this morning, if you know what I mean, from it. Now, who would have thought that you're breathing in and out, and your movements and everything, and they were 3-minute long movements. And of course, he tells you this is the 2-minute mark. If you need to rest, you need to rest. If you need to drink, you need to drink. If you feel like you need a little more, keep going with me for 3 minutes, you know. But I got done with that, and I thought, oh man, I really like this. I liked him. I liked the mood of everything. If someone can pull me in to an exercise to do it, I really like this. Did I save it? Did I do whatever? No. I left it. Mr. Jerry got up. I got up and made a big pot of coffee for him and I was telling them about it and stuff, and I said, and I went back to look, and I can't find that stinking class. I said, wouldn't you know it, I finally find something that I want to do, and I can't find it again. Can't even find him. Now, I just looked again, and I found him, but he's under Tai Chi. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. But I know that wasn't what it was. So now what? Does that mean that I'm just going to say, oh well? No, there's other chair yogas that they have on there, and they're on demand. So what I will do is, I'm not going to do it every day, because I'm sure tomorrow my shoulders and my spine are going to let me know what I did. But you know what? For 20 minutes, I did something. I did something to make myself healthier. So I just wanted to come on and just tell you what I did this morning. Shocked the living daylights out of me. I must have been just so tired yet that, but no, it was that good just to make me want to try it. I mean, the music kept changing and it matched, everything. And when he would say, breathe in, and I'm thinking I am, but then I realized I wasn't. I was holding my breath. And I thought I was doing the breathing in and out, but I actually was holding my breath because I could feel it in my shoulders on the one arm. And then he would sit there and say, okay, we're going to reset. He says, because I'm sure your shoulders are tight and they're up like this, and doggone it, they were. So, but, I don't want to do the treadmill. I don't know what it is about the treadmill that I don't like, but I just don't want to do the treadmill. They have walking courses, they have walking, all that stuff. But I've always loved yoga. When we were first married, I was in my 20s, we had a yoga place downtown, and I'd go to that. I think it was three nights a week is because I was working. I went down to it, and I love yoga. I just love it. But I can't get up and down on the floor. I can't do that anymore. So I am looking into the chair yogas. If I can do, sitting for right now, that will be fine. I just have to be careful, that's all. But tell me what you do. Are you doing anything for activity, and what do you do? And if you do something, what's your favorite thing to do? I know that anything just starting out is always new and exciting, and then after a while it becomes, well, anyways, for me, it's something that you're either going to enjoy it or you're not, and you have to be disciplined. And I have to discipline my mind that this is what the body needs too. Because just because I am eating healthier and healing my inside out doesn't mean that I don't need to throw in that activity too. And because the other day I saw someone post that they were able to take their first 8 steps after not being able to walk. And they said to some that might not be nothing, but to me it was everything. And I thought, and here I am throwing away what somebody wants to do because I'm afraid, I'm lazy, or I don't want to. Because this is the body that the good Lord gave me, and this is His temple, and I need to take better care of it. So, it is a start, but go me, go you if you're doing stuff, go you if you are tracking, boom, 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 go you if you are eating healthier than you did the past week, the past day, the past 5 minutes, boom, go you. I am so stinking proud of you. And I am so stinking proud of myself. But I'm going to let you go. I am attempting to make a wall hanging. It is a jar quilt. And they are super tiny pieces. The one square is 1-inch squares. That's how tiny that it is on that. And I have 18 fabrics here I need to press and then cut into, and then all the cutting is done, and then tomorrow maybe I can start sewing on it. So, but you all hang in there. I will talk to y'all later. Have a great rest of your day or evening or whenever you're seeing this, and I will chit chat with y'all later. Thanks for listening, friends.
You want something? What? You want a treat? You do? You want it now?
You're awful quiet. Supper tonight is 17 points. Corn muffin is 7 points. 3 points of butter. Turkey breast is 0. Corn is 0. Potatoes and coleslaw is, I think potatoes is 4 and the coleslaw is 5, something like that. Anyways, it equals out to 17 points. Still mystifies me how things are so high costing them points. But I know a lot of it is because of this with butter and then this. So, but anyways, 17 points.